Top of the morning to you, Pirate fans. Noah Hiles here from LECOM Park. Pirates win one and lose one in split squad action on this St. Patrick's Day Monday, beating the Twins, I should say, by a final score of 4-2, losing on the road to the Tigers in Lakeland by a final score of 9-6. I have three takeaways for the Pirates win that I covered here at LECOM Park. First takeaway involves the guy who started, Paul Skenes, this year's opening day starter, made his penultimate outing before the regular season gets going. He's got one more start here in spring training, which will be Saturday, but we saw him pitch a lot today. Pitched 5 ups, 4 2/3 innings of action altogether, was pulled midway through the 4th inning, came back for a very efficient 5th inning, but efficiency was the struggle for Paul Skenes today. Through 85 pitches, only 51, I believe, strikes. So he was struggling to find the zone a little bit, walked some batters, allowed some hits, and he talked after the game about how it's still a work in progress with him when it comes to improving efficiency. That was a main goal he had coming into spring training. He wanted to be better with efficiency, getting quicker outs. But the work quickly shifted over to learning these new pitches, the cutter, the two-seamer, which we didn't see any of today. Now it's back to efficiency, something that he said is going to be a major focus for him in his last outing on Saturday, and something that's going to be the ultimate decider on if he can take the next step moving forward in 2025. Obviously, the way he plays the game right now is pretty solid. He was the rookie of the year. He was a Cy Young finalist. He had a sub-2 ERA. But if he wants to continue to improve, getting outs faster, despite being a strikeout pitcher with blow-you-away type stuff, is how it's got to happen. So we got to keep an eye on that. I think it's going to be a huge challenge for him not to alter his game too much, to still stay a strikeout pitcher and to not fall into these deep counts early in the outing. But if anyone can figure it out, I think Skenes might be the guy to do so. Second takeaway from this one, Bryan hit a home run, his first extra base hit of the preseason and his first home run of any kind since August 10th of last year. I really like what I've seen from Hayes at the plate, albeit in a smaller sample size because he's missed some time due to left side discomfort. Second game back from that, but as I was saying, really like what I've seen from Hayes at the plate as far as approach. Hasn't had a ton of barreling of the baseball. All of his hits, aside from this home run, have been singles, as I noted. But he's seeing a lot of pitches. He's drawing a lot of walks. He's got a good on-base percentage right now. And I think part of it might be due to his swing change. He was always a one-hand finish guy. This year, he's a two-hand finish guy. And because of that, I think he's chasing less outside the strike zone. Derek Shelton kind of agreed with me when I brought that up after the game, that when you have two hands on the bat at all times, you're less inclined to go for that outside pitch or something maybe lower in the strike zone. We're seeing Bryan Hayes have a better pitch selection, which will hopefully in turn, if you're the Pirates, hopefully, you see him barrel the baseball more and get solid contact, which could lead to more power numbers. Of course, that all comes down to if he can stay healthy. Third takeaway from today's win here in LECOM is Ryan Borucki, a guy who has just had perhaps one of the best springs out of any Pirate pitcher. He's allowed 1 earned run now through 8 innings of work, struck out the side here today, got a hold, and I know the guy's a non-roster invite, but as someone who's been on the team for the past 2 years, I really like his chances to make the club for a third straight time. They're going to have some tough choices, as I talked about in yesterday's video. They have a lot of left-handers who are pitching well. But Borucki has been, I think, the best of the bunch and somebody that they're confident in, and all of his pitches are looking really, really good right now. I don't know how you leave him off the team at this point. So those are my 3 big takeaways. Quick notes from the other game in the loss. IKF with 3 hits. Quietly, very strong offensive spring from IKF. Endy Rodriguez continues to tear the cover off the baseball as well with a triple and 2 RBIs. Jack Sawinski had an RBI. Nick Gonzalez with a double. And I think Jack had a double as well. So a lot of extra base hits there. A lot of offense. Bailey Falter struggled. It was his first start since March 3rd. But I don't put too much stock into soft-tossing lefties in spring. They all seem to get hit pretty hard, not just in the Pirates org, just across baseball. So do with that what you will. Pirates are back in action again here tomorrow. Thomas Harrington on the mound, the only pitching prospect that has yet to be sent down to minor league camp. Could this guy still be contending for a roster spot? I think he has an outside chance, but he's still around, so he's still getting some consideration. Should be a fun one to follow. Check out all of my work at post-gazette.com if you don't already, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at PG Pirates. We'll have you covered not only throughout spring, but throughout the whole regular season. We'll see you then.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.